And thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys show. This is going to be a video for all of you witches, wizards, priestess, healers, light worker, whatever it is that you want to call yourself, okay? This is going to be a video about spells, because this is something that we are all capable of doing, okay? It's just a matter of knowing who you are and tapping into that power. All right, so whenever it comes to spells, specifically, we're going to touch on love spells. This could go for like, a lot of the tips can be used for like any type of spell, but specifically we're going to be touching on love spells. Now, if you're spiritually inclined, if you are smart enough, if you did your research, you would know, like I said, on a daily, we are all doing spells. So it's just a matter of the energy that you put behind your spells. It's just a matter of, what it is that you're trying to achieve in terms of your spell working. All right, so let's get into it. Whenever it comes to casting your spell, you need to keep in mind that you need to be patient, okay? Because energy takes time for it to travel and achieve what it has set out to do. Just like a person takes time to travel from point A to B, so does energy as well, okay? Also, keep in mind that it's very important that you use positive words and affirmations that during your spell. So don't just like write out or think any old thing, oh, I love this person. Like, you really need to go a little bit deeper into it. All right. And like I said, make sure you're using a lot of positive words during the spell. All right. You want to make sure that also you believe in your spell. All right. And if you're doing spell work involving someone else, meaning that you want to get a friend involved, okay, make sure that this person believes in the situation as well. All right, so that way the spell is more effective. The next thing is, this person they must be aware of your spirit, okay? That's the number one thing. So whenever you're doing these spells, what I mean by aware of your spirit, they have to know who you are, okay? At least have some sort of inclination as to who you are, or have met you before. And this could be like in person, this could be online, but regardless, you need to have some sort of interaction with this person, and they must be receiving of your energy before you could even go about conducting a spell. Otherwise, you're just really wasting your time if this person's not receiving your energy at first. All right, and what I mean by that is, could be a situation to where you message them, they message you back. All right, you meet them in person. Let's say you're at the mall. You pass by them, you say hi, they say, hey, what's up to you? Okay, basically very receptive of you, welcoming you into their world. All right, and it doesn't have to be anything complicated. It could be you sending them a friend request, and they decide to accept the friend request. That's them receiving your energy, okay? So anything involving you interacting with that person in order for them to know who you are, all right, that would make it a good time for you to go ahead and do a love spell. So you can't really do this for like anybody, somebody that has absolutely no clue who you are. Don't expect for the spell to work. All right. Now, next is, let me see. It's better also, that's a little tip as well. It's better if you met up face-to-face with this person. Like if you've had some sort of meeting face-to-face with them, then it makes the spell even stronger. I'm not saying that that's a requirement, but it just makes it way more stronger if you've at least had some sort of face-to-face meeting with them, or at least like video chat or something, but just where you guys are able to see each other. Because I know we live in an age where everything is digital and we're all doing like online dating and online relationships and stuff like that. But keep in mind that in order for your spell to work, well, not even work, but in order for it to be more powerful, it's better if you meet this person in person at least one time. All right. So the next thing that you want to do is gather items related to love, okay? And what I mean by that is, you want to gather specific items that you correlate to love, okay? What do you correlate to love? It could be like rose quartz, you could grab a stone of rose quartz. You could grab, what's another thing? You could grab a flower to represent love. Now, usually, people give roses and stuff like that to represent love. I say whenever it comes to doing your love spells, okay, because this is specifically for you and that person. So my best advice whenever it comes to love spells, this is what I do whenever I conduct my spells. So this is like a personal guide that I go by as well. But I personally get a flower. If I'm getting a flower, it's something that I like. Like, I don't go for the typical, oh, let's get a rose because that represents love. Like, no, you want to get something that's like a piece of you, because you're trying to unite. Like, you got to think of it as you're trying to unite yourself with that person. So you want to get as much essence of yourself and as much essence as of that person to kind of intertwine and make this love spell even more potent. So yeah, specifically a flower that you love pertaining to you. Also, if you have an item from that person, like, it could be anything. Like, maybe you have their keychain, or maybe you have like a letter that they wrote you from a while ago, or, you know, anything could work. Maybe you have like a hat of theirs or something like that. All right, so as long as you have an item from that person within your space, this heightens the magic. Okay. Also, it doesn't have to be an item if you don't have an item from them, because like I said, I know we're in a digital age. Okay, everybody does like a lot of online dating as well. You could have like a photo of this person. Okay, a photo works just as well. It's just the fact of, if you have like a item right there from that individual, it's a little bit more stronger. And like I said, this could just be like, have them write you a letter, you know, or maybe they DM you a message and you could go like print it out or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, but regardless, just something from that person helps to make it stronger. Okay, because like I said, the spell is about bringing the two of you together. Also, if you're going to use crystals like rose quartz, obsidian, whatever it is that you use, all right, make sure that you already have your crystals infused with your intentions. Okay, so you want to make sure that your crystals are already infused with your intentions whenever you get ready to conduct your spell. Otherwise, not saying that it won't work, but that also helps to heighten the power of the spell. All right, another tip for you guys in terms of spell work: it's more effective if you do these things around certain times. Okay, it's really effective if you do these rituals or spells on their birthday. Another thing, on the anniversary that you met this individual. So say you met them like freaking, I don't know, October 12th, then the magic is going to be heightened whenever you go to conduct your spell on the day that you met them, October 12th. All right, another thing would be on the day of their moon phase. And what I mean by the day of their moon phase, okay, we all were born on like certain phases of the moon. I think mine is like the waxing crescent. So as you know, the moon is like feminine energy dealing with emotions. So it's good if you were to conduct this spell or ritual on the day of, you have to find their birth date and then find out, you know, what the moon phase is as to when they were born. And that can help the spell to become more effective as well. All right, but regardless, you could do these spells any time of the day. Repetition definitely makes them more powerful. Okay, but like I said, yeah, any time of the day. Usually nighttime is whenever the magic is like super heightened. Okay, that's just another tip for you guys. What's another thing? Okay, so also, whenever it comes to doing your spell, this is optional if you would like to, but what I do is I write on a piece of paper your full name plus the other person. Okay, so you write your full name and their full name. All right, 6 times. So for instance, you would go like, okay, hold on, let me get a piece of paper. Okay. Oh gosh, my notebook looks like crap. All right, so for instance, you'll write your name. Okay, and then their name. All right, and you'll write that over and over 6 times. You know, your name, their name, your name, their name, right next to each other. Okay, then after that, because, and the reason why I say 6, if you guys were wondering, 6 in numerology is love, harmony, nurturing, and basically kind of uniting two people together, dealing with a relationship. And on top of that, okay, so once you have it written 6 times, you're going to write on top of it 4 times what your intentions are. So if your intentions are, let's see, a relationship, you're going to write something like unity or relationship or love or strong bond, okay? Whatever your intentions are with this person that you want right now. And you're going to write that 4 times, okay? And the reason why I say 4 is because 4 in numerology is dealing with structure, foundation, building, so you want to build a foundation for this relationship. So that's why you write it out over top of it 4 times. And like I said, 6 in numerology is dealing with love, harmony, and nurturing. So that's why you're going to write out your name and their name 6 times. All right, next. The next tip is for you to take a bath and soak in all of the love energy, okay? And the reason why I say to take a bath is because of the fact of we're dealing with the moon. Our bodies are made of like more than 70% water. And if you know how the moon reacts to water in terms of the tides of the day and crap like that, then you'll understand how we react and respond to the planets and all this other stuff, okay? Basic, simple. But, yeah, so our bodies react to the moon and stuff like that. It has some sort of pull over our intuition, thinking, our body, all of that. So anyways, so that's why I said for you to take a bath, because you're kind of like soaking in with the water. And it's also important that you do it on either a full moon or, like I said, the moon phases, in terms of if you were to do it, it would be a full moon, or let me see, what's the other moon phase? I think one of the moon phases was like crescent and waxing. I think it's like crescent and waxing moon phase would be like the best for you to do your like love bath. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna soak in all of the love energy. You're gonna fill your bath with an essential oil, something that's very sweet smelling. You want to make sure that your whole bath smells very sweet, because whenever you think of love, you think of sweet memories, you guys connecting and stuff like that. So make sure you use a lot of sweet scents, okay? So you're gonna use essential oils. You're going to use bath bombs. I would recommend homemade or handmade soaps. Those will be more effective, just because they're like all natural with their ingredients and stuff like that. But that's just what I use. You can use any type of soap, but I like the all natural type of soaps. Anyways, next is you want to take your bath for at least like 15 to 33 minutes. Now, the reason why I say 15 to 33 is because 15, 5 and 1 is 6, and then 33, 3 and 3 is 6. So whenever you put that together, like I said, the number 6 in numerology, dealing with relationships, and it's basically you bathing in love, kind of. All right, but anyways, also another thing, another tip for you is to have some candles while you're at the bath, okay? You want to have at least 4 to 6 candles, and you want to have them in the color blue, green, yellow, or white, so that way it's like a reflection of the planet Venus, and of course, Venus is associated with love. All right, another tip is your spell is more powerful if you're grounded, and it's also more powerful whenever it's done with other people who believe in the spell, or other people who believe in the relationship. If I haven't said that already, I can't remember. But yeah, make sure you do it with people who believe in the spell or the relationship as well. It's also more effective if you have it done with someone who's experienced or spiritually inclined, who can help you to like connect and bridge both energies together, because you have to keep in mind that it takes time, knowledge, and experience for you to kind of be able to get used to and acclimated to doing your spells. AKA, you can become a master freaking, we're all masters at it, but it's just a matter of some people just don't realize the power that they have whenever it comes to just everyday life and using these words and turning them into spells. So that's why it's so important that you figure yourself out and learn more about yourself. All right. But anyways, my next tip for you guys is also make sure you try and do this with someone who is single. Okay. You could do it with someone who's in a relationship, but I wouldn't really advise it if this person's already in a relationship, just because it's like so many energy is involved, and with the other person's energy being involved, your spell work can be like really sporadic. It might even cause the bond that they have in their current relationship to grow, or it might cause very confused feelings. All right, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I would just recommend doing it with someone who's single. But if you're the type of person to where you really want someone back and they're in a relationship, just know that repetition is going to be key for whenever you're doing your spell work as well, especially if you're trying to get someone who is involved romantically with someone else. Okay, you're going to be doing a lot of repetition whenever it comes to your spell work. All right. As opposed to someone who's single, so where you might not have to repeat your spell as much. All right. But anyways, the next step, or no, actually the last step, if you're doing spell work, is to summon, meaning take action. Okay. Message them, like their photos, go see them in person, make eye contact, or have some sort of casual encounter. Like you're just like, oh hey, what's up? How you been? Da da da. All right, but yeah, the very last step in terms of your spell work, once you're done doing everything that you need to do, is to take action in some way, shape, or form. Another thing that you can do for your spell work is to also burn your intentions into the universe. Okay, so basically you'll write out, like, take that piece of paper that you wrote their name and your intentions, and you would fold it up, put it in a fire, aka your candle of love, and you're gonna burn it. Okay, that's what I forgot to mention. Whenever you write out the names, you're gonna take that, fold it up, and burn it, so that way you burn your intentions into the universe, kind of like sealing a pact, kind of. But yeah, that's basically all of my little tips for beginner witches or beginner priestess, healers, light workers, whatever it is that you classify yourself as, and you're looking to conduct a love spell. And like I said, this is all of us. We're all gods, goddesses. It's just a matter of tapping into your powers. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys out. There's way more to doing spell work than what I put in this video, but I don't want it to be too long. I just kind of wanted to touch on like the basics. I know it was everywhere, but that's just how I wrote it out, because I was just going off of the top of my head in terms of like what I do for my spells. But it's like so much more that I do whenever I do my spell work. And everybody does their spells differently, and everybody goes about their rituals and spell work differently. So you just got to take what you can and use the information that you can, and yeah, go about doing your own spells. Okay, so hopefully this helped you guys out. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.